Woke up this morning, I need me an ounce. Then I had to make the call to Smokers Lounge. Shit, it said slide through, we blowing a pound. I said I'm on my way now, what's going down? Then I pulled up, shit was way too loud. Zigzags everywhere, ain't no backing out. So high up in the sky, ain't no coming down. That's how I feel when you come to the Smokers Lounge.
1 joint, 2 joint, 3 joints, 4. I can't get enough, I need to roll some more. 1 joint, 2 joints, 3 joints, 4. I can't get enough, I need to roll some more.
At the Smokers Lounge.
Roll up, get high.
At the Smokers Lounge.
Get high, roll up.
At the Smokers Lounge.
Roll up, get high.
At the Smokers Lounge.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Smokers Lounge, where we smoke a lot of weed, we talk a lot of smoke. I'm your boy Los, the host with the most smoke, and today it's a Monday night smoke session.
It's Friday.
Oh, it's Friday. Oh, it's
Not
Friday.
Start my week over.
Oh,
please.
fuck, it's Friday. Friday night. We in the building.
Starting my week over.
With Monique.
Hi, guys.
We in the lounge, man. Yo, fucking, it's all over the news, man. It's everywhere. This, what's it? Titan? The Titan, the submarine, right? That came up short. You can say, right? That sucks.
Technically didn't come up.
But yeah, it technically didn't come up at all. But fucking what's crazy, man? Fucking 5 billionaires on that motherfucker that came up missing. This is a crazy ass topic, man. We're gonna get to it here in a minute. But before we get to that, man, let's give a quick round of applause one time to our sponsors, man. Give them a shout out. Give them a round of applause. Let's get to them. Valley Care 209 on Instagram. Kid Combs on Instagram. Make sure you're checking him out. He got the new single Baby out now. Mary Jane Moonshine. Make sure you're checking him out. He's at Valley Care. Auto Up Garage. Looking for crisp, clean LS swaps. Hit up Auto Up Garage on Instagram. Cali Guards Now. Team No Spit. Make sure you're checking them out, seeing where they're at. They're www.caliguards.com or Cali Guards Now on Instagram. Americlean Carpet Cleaners, 30% discount when you call and say Smokers Lounge Podcast. Space Rocks, you can check him out. He got the Moon Rocks. He's over at Valley Care. Make sure you're checking him out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock. Check him out. DD's Delivery. They bring the woo-wop to your crib if you can't get to Valley Care. DD's Delivery on Instagram. DD's Apparel. June Lagoon, the joint champion of the world, man. Make sure you're checking him out on Instagram. He's got the fucking, all the joints, like, he's a joint champ. Five-time world. Round of applause for all of our motherfucking sponsors. Check out June Lagoon on Instagram, or it's going to be Raw Rose on Instagram, and see what creation he is creating next.
Yep.
Crazy. So look, this is nuts, man, because there's a lot of conspiracy behind the shit already, dude. Right?
I don't know a lot of the conspiracies. I can tell you all the stuff that I have read is probably more mainstream. But there's just so much to, I guess, unpack in what happened with the submarine. But first, before we show you, and no cheating at all.
Shit.
Where do you guys think the Titanic sank? And when you think of Titanic wreckage, where in your mind do you visualize it to be?
Right.
Like, where do you think it is?
I do, like, deep in the ocean.
Like, just somewhere out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
In the middle of the ocean where fucking there was a iceberg. That's where I think.
Right? I think of, like,
Antarctica.
I don't know what I think of. But Antarctica wouldn't even have been in the route of where Titanic
right,
was
but
going.
I'm saying, though, when you think of shit like that, right, it would be like Antarctica or some shit like
so
that.
I want to know from the viewers, where do you think the Titanic sank? Or where its location was when it sank? And no cheating. I know you can Google that shit real quick.
Crazy, man, and this is true. The controller was a Logitech.
Yeah,
one of the cheapest remotes that you can.
Yeah, we haven't even got there yet.
Right, we're gonna get there, dude. This is fucking insane. We're gonna get there. We got a long show. We're gonna get there.
So I guess the reason I want to start with the location is because of all of the other stuff that comes with that location.
You want to show them the location?
No one's commenting on where it is, so I guess we're gonna have to show you guys.
Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So the red dot.
Oh, hold on. That's not it. Hold on.
Oh, you had a whole.
Boom. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. We'll fucking.
So when the only reason, let me just actually back up even further. I only realized where the Titanic wreckage was because someone had posted on their story a picture of it. And I about fucking died when I saw that picture because I had no fucking idea
Okay,
that was where
ready?
the wreckage was.
Boom. So who knew that it was right there? Like you can almost hit it with a fucking rock. Look.
Okay, that's
Look
300.
where St. John's is, dude. Like I know fucking from this aerial view, right? It's probably further than we think it is.
370 nautical miles, which I don't know what a nautical mile is versus a non-nautical mile. I did not think in a million years that's where the Titanic wreck was. Like, I mean, look at Boston. I mean, I know they don't have the line, but the Boston to the Titanic wreck was 900 nautical miles.
Yo, you're telling me, look, dude, you're telling me
But
that
far.
it almost made it home. Like, it almost made it home, dude, and it crashed right there.
Like,
can you imagine, like, crashing right fucking there?
They almost
like,
made it
you
to
can almost
America.
swim back.
I was like, you can't swim back. That's 900 miles or 400 miles in the other direction. Either way, you're fucked. You're gonna die either way. You were gonna die.
But yeah, look how close it was.
I had no idea.
So that's the East Coast. That's Boston, obviously. U.S. Coast Guard, right? That's Boston, right? So it wasn't it wasn't far.
I didn't know. That was not what I expected for Titanic. Like, there's icebergs right there. Like, that close. I'm very confused. I didn't. Sorry.
Wow.
Coughing. I kind of just inhaled it wrong. So I could not. I'm just. I don't know what else to say other than surprise the fuck out of me.
How close it was.
How close it was to America. I thought it would be like on some other
like
continent.
halfway, at least halfway in the middle, right? Like at least in the middle. Like,
I mean,
damn.
icebergs are right there.
Obviously they are. I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. But I mean, obviously it is, right? That's what they're saying. That's what wrecked it, right?
That's why the Titanic sank.
That's what we was told, right? Okay, so let's dig deeper into this shit, okay? Excuse me. So the 4 billionaires, 5.
No, it was 4 billionaires and one of their sons.
Look, that son was a billionaire too, okay?
Only by
default. By default.
By default.
It don't matter. He was still a fucking billionaire at the end. But so this is a carbon fiber tube, right? And it's not approved by.
So yeah, okay. Let's just even talk about that little part right there. Is this? It wasn't considered a submarine, a submersive thing. It was not approved by any governing bodies in any way, shape, or form. They said they got to bypass that because they went to international waters. So they don't have to have all the certification. They said they did that because they didn't want to wait like 20 years for their vessel to be approved. Submersive vessel. That's what it is. So I guess even just that little part alone being told like, hey, this isn't approved by anybody. Like, why would you pay the money still? Like, yeah, fuck it. Who cares? Whether or not it's approved, I'm going to still pay my $250,000 and get on.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude. And you know what's the trip, dude, is that it was controlled with the fucking Logitech controller. One of the cheapest controllers that you can fucking buy, right?
That's what I said.
Like, this crazy. And they Bluetoothed it. Like, this was the cheapest fucking, most expensive, cheapest excursion. Probably not even the most expensive, cheapest. Like, yo, they use a Logitech controller to control the submarine as they was fucking going down. You know what I'm saying? And nobody had any type of fucking experience. You know what I mean? Going down there. But what's...
No, one of the guys had already been there 27 or 37 times. Because he was there when he was there for the first exploration when they found the Titanic wreckage. And just, I don't know, you know, I kind of knew this, but didn't know this at the same time. I think it's one of those facts I forgot in the back of my mind. The Titanic wreckage wasn't found until 1989. It wasn't.
1989?
Yes.
Wait a second. The Titanic wasn't?
Or 1987. Maybe 1987. Yeah, 87. And then he went in 89. That was his first voyage to the Titanic wreckage. For one of the guys.
For the submarine.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but that's 1987 was when it was first discovered.
So
it took them 70 years to find it.
So the submarine, right? Like, once you're in there, they lock you from the outside in.
Yeah.
There's no way
You're not getting out.
You can't get out unless somebody lets you out. They have to unbolt the bolts from the outside. And there's one button on the inside of the submarine where, like, that's all they have. It goes up, it goes down. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucking crazy. And they use the remote control to navigate, you know, the propellers to turn left and turn right. And yeah, everything basically. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is
there's so many
crazy.
TikToks talking about how shitty this Logitech is, and it's really the generic of when you don't want to buy the real PlayStation, like, or whatever, you know, game console you have. You know, you get a Logitech because you want to save $30 or whatever.
So some of these billionaires that was on there, right, are fucking super connected. Obviously they are, or they want to be billionaires, right? Mm-hmm. But like, who they're connected to, man?
Dude, okay, so, and I don't remember the Stockton Rush guy.
Right, his name is Stockton, by the way.
No, it's
Stockton Rush.
3 names. He has 3 names, and Stockton, I think, is his middle name. I think he's the one that's related to the co-founder of Macy's and like something Strauss and Ida something. They were passengers that died on the Titanic. So he has direct lineage
Is this him?
To yeah, that's the dude right there. Like, he has direct lineage to the Titanic. And there's another guy.
Right. Now tell me that ain't crazy that this guy right here has direct, like, third person almost.
He's 3rd generation, 4th generation.
Titanic, right? Mm-hmm. And so he went down there and fucking, is this like history repeating itself?
Well, that's what's interesting. And someone made a comment about the spirits. It's like, you know, the ocean's taking back what it feels is rightfully theirs because more passengers were supposed to die.
You know,
I don't know.
What's a trip is they're saying that they have retrieved audio from the wreckage, and it sounds like banging and screaming.
So that was not true. It came out that it wasn't that.
Oh.
Yeah. That allegedly.
Right. Shout out to everybody in the comments, by the way. We got David Ibarra in there. Ill jokes. Crazy man in the comments. We have small business. Gabriel, you know what I mean? Skis. We appreciate y'all, man. We live in this motherfucker. Happy Friday. We're here. We getting deep in this motherfucker, right? So yeah, if you guys don't know about the
how do you not know about
submarine with the billion? Look, let me ask you, how many billions was in this fucking like
okay?
Yo,
even before
was in this little fucking capsule?
Billions. How long do you think it should have taken him to report it?
Like right away.
That when it's missing, it didn't when it stopped communicating with the mothership, they're calling it. When should they have notified somebody?
Well, that's
how long should it take?
Because it was in international waters. It doesn't matter.
Irrelevant?
I think it's irrelevant. That's crazy that
it's in moral person.
It's still in international waters, though.
You still
like the whole
contact.
the laws change out there. You know what I'm saying? You can kill people and get away with it.
Okay, but morally, how quickly should they have notified the authorities or whoever needs to be notified? How long after they lost contact?
Dude. Like,
what's reasonable?
Right away.
It took them 8 hours
to like,
report it.
Well, because hold on a second. Well, because it depends on what they're doing, because you still have oxygen, right? You still have days of oxygen, and you guys have to go through protocol, figure this shit out. If you guys can figure it out.
Protocols take 8 hours?
Sometimes you guys, it's thinking on the feet. You know what I mean? You never know what situation's going to happen.
They didn't have very many buttons.
And you got to handle it as it comes, you know?
They didn't have very many buttons.
Right, they had one. But they had a helicopter hovering, right? Like, didn't they have, like, air support? Didn't they have something? There was a boat or something out there. They wasn't just out. This didn't just go out there and go down. It
had a ship.
It had a ship, right? Something's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, something was there.
It lost communication. That's the whole point.
Right. Well, that's because they was using a fucking Logitech controller, man. Like, when you use the Logitech controller, dude, my drone flew away using that shit. It disconnects. Like, you don't, dude. Like, this is your life we're talking about here. Why didn't you spend a couple $1,000s on a nice remote? You know what I'm saying? I would have. If it was me, I would have got a submarine remote. You know what I'm saying?
Let me have a submarine remote.
Yes, please. I would have went for something that was in that area. I wouldn't have been like, yo, I'm gonna fucking fly this airplane with me in it with this Logitech remote. But
that's what I said. The moment when they were told this has not been approved by any governing body, I'm like, yeah, I'm out. Like, why would you still
and the waiver
sign up?
that they have to sign. Like, they talk about it like 4 or 5 times in the beginning of this waiver that you might die. It could cause bodily injury.
Well, they got liquefied.
They got liquefied because of the depth of how far they was, like 12,000 feet or something like that, right? And then
it's like 1,000th of a second.
Right. Well, when it implodes,
instant.
Because, it imploded. It went inside.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Is Inside Out.
It crushed everybody. It crushed everybody inside. Everybody inside instantly and turned them to liquid. You'll never find them.
They didn't even have time to process what happened. Because it happened so quickly.
Oh, no. They knew. They processed it. They knew 2 days they was processing that shit.
No, they weren't even out there for 2 days. They were out there for hours because it imploded within 2 hours of them going down.
I thought they had like 90 hours of oxygen.
They had 90.
We woke up the next day and we was like, yo, this is their last day of fucking oxygen.
So
remember?
They had 96 hours of oxygen available to them should they need it. They only got like an hour and 40-something minutes to be exact into their descent before they imploded. So the oxygen was irrelevant.
Damn, they didn't even make it. They didn't even make it to see the Titanic. Dude.
No, 2 hours down. Like, how far are you by then? And they said that that's what they don't know. But obviously, it was pressurized enough to where it imploded on them.
It's a 8-hour expedition, right? And it's like 3 to 4 hours down. And it's
they were halfway there, maybe. Almost?
Probably not. Maybe. Well, they all know they all the way. They all the way down. They all the way now. They all the way now.
And so they said that the wreckage they found, it was part
imploded. Yep, that's the word.
It's so I guess the part that maybe happened is they knew it was going to implode. That they knew they were doomed within a couple hours, no less than, and part of the ship fell off, and that's why there's a debris field. Like if it imploded and turned into nothing. Like they're saying because of the pressure, like that's the only other explanation.
Listen, look at this shit, dude. It's saying that fucking the founders goal of Ocean Gate said it was to make the deep sea voyage as accessible to wealthy tourists. Intentionally, he said, we called ourselves SpaceX of the ocean. Well, that's about right. Since fucking SpaceX ain't never actually fucking like made it past the firmament. Mm-hmm. That's Mm-hmm. Was he joking? You think when he said he was selling SpaceX because of that?
I mean,
he's fighting. Yo, we're gonna get throw this in there real quick. Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, fighting,
I would hope this happens.
hosted by fucking Dana White. This is shit. Is actually
It's supposed to be
in the
happening.
works, man. Like, that's crazy. Now, let me ask you, who would your money be on? Dana White? Or, I mean, not Dana White. Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk?
So a lot of people are saying that Mark Zuckerberg is like into jujitsu really heavily. I don't know what Elon Musk is into, if anything.
I think Mark Zuckerberg's into data, and fucking Elon Musk is into rockets. None of
get
these
that.
motherfuckers are into.
He might do that as a side hobby.
You ever seen
him do
two
it.
fucking two geeks fight?
No.
This is gonna happen, dude. This is gonna be hilarious.
I mean, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I don't know who I
It's
would
in the
put my
works.
money on.
We'll see
Like,
what happens.
what is
man.
the ratio to each other? Like, is it like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito? Because
No.
I feel like Mark
No,
Zuckerberg
no.
is hella taller, but I
No.
don't know if that's true at all.
This is like fucking what's that celebrity death match. That's what this is. Celebrity death match. If you didn't watch
In
it on
real
MTV back in the 90s on MTV where they was fucking making clay celebrity death match. That's what this is, dude. That's exactly what's going on right now. But all right, back to the story.
Who would you guys put your money on? Tell us in the comments. I'm really curious. I would love to read them and see who's your money on if that really happens. Would you bet money on that? Would you bet money to see it happen or give money to see it happen? Would you pay it on pay-per-view? Like, I'm curious. Let me know. Like,
Right.
I don't know how, like, are they going to stream it for free? I mean, Mark Zuckerberg owns Facebook, and does Elon Musk still own Twitter? Did he sell it?
I think he
I
does.
think he sold it. I don't know anymore. I can't keep up.
Right.
But
Boom. Celebrity death match right there. Look, bow. So pretty soon it's gonna be Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk fighting just like this. That's just crazy, dude. Yeah, man.
So stay tuned, I guess.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. So let's keep going. We have who we got next on here, dude?
Okay,
We have
okay. So then one of the other guys,
Paul Henry.
I don't remember if it's him or not. One of them has direct ancestry, descendants, whatever, to the signers of the Declaration. What did I say? I forgot who I said. Benjamin Franklin, I think, was one of them, if I'm not mistaken. It's an interesting combination
Which one
of
was
people.
his name? It wasn't Stockton.
No, it wasn't Stockton.
He
He was born in San Francisco, which I thought was interesting, to a wealthy family.
Was it this guy, Paul? Paul Henry?
I don't know. Maybe. But he had one of them.
A French maritime expert
Mhm.
and submersible pilot. So he was a submersible pilot.
He should
means-
know what he's doing.
A submersible pilot. Yeah.
I mean,
A submersible pilot
any
means
other
that-
explanation, then he should.
Well, I mean, they gave him they put him down there and said, make it work with this one button. One button, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
How do
fucked
they
up.
communicate? They had a toilet on there.
It really wasn't a toilet.
But if you had a choice, would you rather die of no oxygen or die of implosion?
Implosion.
Yeah.
Implosion sounds horrible.
It sounds awful.
You should die of what? Starvation?
I think it would be asphyxiation because you ran out of oxygen. Maybe.
Yeah, dude. I'd rather
implode.
Right before I leave, I'm like, this is Sparta. Fuck. Fucking ridiculous, man. Paul Henry, known as Mr. Titanic, dies at 77. R.I.P. to that guy. But you know what's a trip, dude? He was a fucking billionaire. How many billions was on that little fucking ship?
5.
Now let me ask
Probably
you.
4.
Let me ask you something. Do you think 1 billionaire, 2 billionaires, 3, 4
Can I
billionaires.
have some of that
Do
money?
you think 4 billionaires gets in a fucking ship, goes somewhere, and dies? Or do you think fucking?
So
or
that's
do you
another.
think? Or do you
thought
really
thrown
think
out
that
there.
it was a fucking like escape route?
I've heard that. I've definitely heard that. I'm not sure.
But I mean,
If
it's very possible. It's
a
very very
possibility.
possible, man. You
But
know.
why? So you think? So, I mean, is that why they pay so much to have
Let's talk
everybody
about
in on
who
it?
let's talk about who they're connected with, man.
They're
Like,
connected to wealthy families. One of the guys, I think
Look at
that
this
guy
one.
right there, his family's been in business for a century, and he's old money, so he's got millions and probably no, he's a billionaire, right?
yeah, he's a fucking
He own-
vice chairman for Dawa.
Yeah, that's his company.
Hercules
That's been in his
Corporation.
family for a century.
Yep,
I don't
and it
even
says
know
he's been
what-
over in
what did
family
they
for a
do?
century. Huh?
I don't remember what they do.
Corporate governance.
I don't know what they did, but
committed to
it's
clean
been around
energy
for over 100
future.
years.
Oh,
It's an energy company?
Yep. He serves as a member of the Global Advisory Board, Prince's Trust, international contribution towards its vision that every young person should have a chance to succeed. That sounds lame. Lives in the UK with his wife. That's weird.
Why
But
is that
yes.
weird? That part's not weird.
Right.
But like, yeah. So they just had lots of money,
Big money.
and 200. They said the people are saying, oh, $250,000 is a good deal. It's way cheaper than going to space.
But yeah, that's crazy. That's probably that's because everybody. So there's a difference, man, because rich people, it's not about the excitement for them. You know what I'm saying? They already had that. They have everything that they want. Nothing excites them. You know what I'm saying? So what they want is they want to fucking do shit that nobody could do. Take me down to the Titanic so I can fucking see it. You know what I'm saying? And observe it for myself. That's not a rush. You know what I'm saying? That's more of fucking being able to go look at history and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's a different type of feeling, man. You know? And I think that's what they get off on. I don't think it's rushes. I think that is the rush, you know? What they would call a rush.
You know, when you got that kind of money, you're gonna do whatever. So again, we're getting Crazy Man asked about the controller. I don't understand either. You're literally
Look,
you're gonna go cheap on the controller.
Look, if you're gonna use it, bro, fucking, you're not gonna get any kills.
Okay, hold on. Is the controller relevant? Considering,
Yes.
hold on.
Considering that it's your life, yes.
Okay, yes. Look, hold on. In this situation, it imploded, and I don't think the controller had any control over the implosion. Right? Like, why is the controller attributed to the implosion of the vessel? Should it have been? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. But I didn't know it was this close, though. Like, did you know that it was that close?
No.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The sub. Okay, and then how often was the sub taking Titanic tours? It was this was a new vessel that has.
And it was made out of carbon fiber, too.
You had to sign up in 2017. That's when it was still being developed. So
you know what though? Let me tell you, they made this shit like the fucking spaceship that they first sent the astronauts into when they touched the moon, where it was made out of all aluminum foil and shit, dude. When you look at this motherfucking machine and you're talking about it's going down into the depths of the ocean,
go in that thing.
12, like the pressure of the ocean on something like that, dude.
I want to make sure that it's been going down.
Well, obviously, they are the test dummies. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and that's why I'm saying, like, they didn't, like, red flags didn't go off, like, yeah, we went to international waters because we didn't want any governing body
Right.
to, like,
But
try to certify
it's
us.
international waters. There's nothing you can do about
that.
it, man.
But it's just like, why would you still sign up for that? Why would you pay? Knowing that whatever happens, that's your own fault. Like, I hate to say that. But like they knew the risks going down. They're going in a completely like there was hardly any testing done on this thing to make sure it could withstand
Who's this
pressure.
guy? Oh, Mash Harding. Look at this. He's the other billionaire. Look at him. He's in a suit. Was a British businessman.
Okay, and then Crazy
Pilot
Man
explorer.
said the controller was really important. I'm not disagreeing that it wasn't important.
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying
important.
is the submarine was gonna implode anyways.
Yo, this dude was an explorer. Oh, he's exploring, all right. But yeah.
I just think of like Inside Out when they go in that 2-dimensional realm and they get all flat and weird. That's what I think of when I heard of when they imploded. I don't know. I just think of random ass shit.
They was allowed to go. Gamer Doll 86
They're in international waters.
in the comments asked how are they able to go, because somebody has the equipment and they just like, yo,
they have all that.
You want to come aboard for 250 thou, and they was like, we got 250,000. It's nothing. And they went on there
And they signed a waiver.
and they signed a waiver,
signed
and
a
that
waiver.
waiver on the beginning said, yo, just to let you know, we are not professionals. We don't know what we're doing. You're gonna be using a Logitech controller, Bluetooth to this shit, right? And
yeah, one button.
and you might die. And you might die, and you might die, and you might die. And they still signed it though. Like, what
they
the fuck?
signed it. At the end of the day, they knew the risks.
Well, you know what? Okay, well then there it is. There is no bigger rush in the world than knowing that you know what, you might die. You might die. There's no bigger rush in the world knowing that you might die. So fucking yeah. But would you pay $250,000 to might die?
I'm not paying nothing for.
They would have to pay me to get on there.
Is anything that I have to? Well, you know, technically, roller coasters say you could die. I still get on those. But like, if it said you're probably gonna die, I'm not going.
I ain't probably gonna
I watched 47 meters down. That was with sharks. This is like Titanic version. And then there are some memes I said.
So I can't. They're gonna have a movie about this. Guaranteed.
But what is? We're gonna watch an hour and 45 minutes of them sinking. Like, what could you possibly make a movie out of? Like the leading up to how they broke all the rules, went to international waters and said, "Here, sign a waiver, go down to the Titanic, and let's hope for the best." Like they're even coming out, and I don't know anything about how you would even construct a vessel.
That's us in the submarine right there. Look at the shark. Failed. That sucks. they died, man. We're not laughing, but rest in peace to those billionaires. They didn't give a fuck about us.
No, that's irrelevant.
Okay.
Like,
you're right.
They still had family.
They do.
They had wives.
Billionaire wives. You're gonna find them.
Does it matter?
The ex-wives of Atlanta. You're gonna find them on there.
Really? That's what you're gonna. They still had kids and stuff. Like, and then people are clowning like the stepson. I forget which one, and everybody's mad at him because he went to a Blink 182 concert.
Right, I know.
This was happening. And like,
why was happening?
I can't even be mad at the kid. Like, do you? Like, if that's what you need to get away, because media's probably
whoa. You're gonna go to a Blink 182 fucking concert if I am stuck in the submarine dying? They're like, yo, we lost fucking bleep. We lost fucking track of fucking Lowe's. He's in the submarine. I don't know. We lost all signal. Well, I got this Beyonce concert I gotta go to. You gonna still go, huh?
That's not what I would do.
You said, do you, boo?
Yeah, because that's not me. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, you shouldn't cope that way. If in the moment, like, he's being blown up. As far as people contacting him,
how old is he?
I don't know. If I'm being honest with you,
is that his son right there?
No, that's the one that died.
Oh, damn! You did that.
But it's just like, if he needed that to get away, I can't be mad at that. People cope in the most bizarre ways, and I'm not going to sit here and judge the. Maybe he's a man. Maybe he's 30 something. I don't know. Or he could be a teenager. I don't know his age. Either way, I'm not going to fault dude for it. Like, let him have a moment to himself, because as soon as he's done with that concert, it's back to reality of either way his dad's missing. I mean, whether he went to the concert or not was not going to change his dad missing and him imploding. So, I mean, I'm just keeping it real. It didn't matter what he did. So
let me
stay
tell you
at home
something.
and cry? Like,
Look,
that's not what he wanted to do.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's really think about something that nobody thought about. Like, these billionaires was on there, right? And there came a point to where everybody agreed and realized that this was it. They was going to die, right? No help is coming. Like, we're running out of time, right?
Dead.
What beans do you think they spilled to each other? What do you fucking think was like? They was like, you know what, guys? I killed a whole country. You know what I'm saying? And fucking took all the fucking oil.
I sent a virus.
Yeah, I sent. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. What do you think that these guys fucking like told each other before their deaths to get off their fucking chest? Like, you know, fuck, when you're a billionaire, you did some evil fucking shit.
I'm gonna agree with
right?
that.
Because fucking with money is when the money is the root of all evil like that, man. There's levels to this shit, right? And when you reach certain levels and certain wealths and shit, dude, there's a lot of people fucking that you had to either sacrifice or walk on or hurt, and not just people. When you're built countries and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might have been the investor to fucking the bombs that hit whatever. You know what I mean? Like, the shit's crazy, dude. But the things that they told each other, I bet, was fucking crazy. I bet you fucking they couldn't survive after that. Like, imagine telling each other everything and then boom, fucking survival comes. Like, hey guys, we're here to rescue you. Like, fucking forget everything I said. Shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this shit's crazy, man. Shout out to everybody tapping in with us on this Friday, right? I just found out it was Friday. By Monique. Round of applause to everybody. Appreciate you, man. You guys are amazing. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here chiefing it up with us.
And what you smoking on, what you smoking in, and who you smoking with. I think I have neglected to ask that. I really always want to know. But if I already asked, then I forgot.
Right, be asking again. So if you guys don't know, we are talking about the submersible Titan submarine that came.
Is it too early for me?
Is it a sacrifice? Because some of these guys is connected to like J.P. Morgan, right?
But what are they sacrificing for?
Well, because let me ask you, do you think it's a coincidence that one of these billionaires is connected to J.P. Morgan, right? J.P. Morgan was supposed to be on the Titanic and backed out of the Titanic because he had said he had a business trip. And all the other fucking big bankers that was on the Titanic and died, right? And like there's a big conspiracy about that, so saying that he's the one that like set it was a hit job, right? And so what's the coincidences of all these guys being connected somehow to the Titanic, dying, going to go watch the Titanic? Like, that don't make no fucking sense, man. Like, that's one in how many billions they have? It's one in all the billions that they have.
I mean, I don't know. I can't say.
We chiefing on some shit we got from Dee Dee's Delivery. They pulled up to the look. I didn't have time to go to fucking Valley Care, man. Dee Dee's pulled right up to the crib and dropped it off. Shout out to Dee Dee's Delivery. Round of applause to them. But I tell you what, we have these space rocks, the moon rocks from Space Rocks at Valley Care, man. It's the place to be, man. It's like, yo, it's like Candyland. You gotta go there. You gotta follow Valley fucking Care, man. But yeah, these guys right here.
So that's why. Is it too early for memes and jokes?
No, it's not.
Because I've seen some. I'm like, oh my God, I'm laughing. I ain't gonna lie. But it's like, is it too early? It's not even been a week.
Imploded one. Hell yeah. Imploded. That's the name of the fucking Imploded. Yeah. Fucking yeah, Implosion. Motherfucking all of them imploded. That's crazy. I don't think people's brain can understand in the concept of like exploding.
That's two
and
different
imploding.
Things. Like, they're two different.
Exploding is like exploding, right? And all your you just become shark bait, right? And then imploding is when it fucking takes your body and compresses you so hard, you just turn to liquid. Like that's crazy, man. Mind blowing.
Erica says she's been seeing memes for a few days, so have I, and that's why I'm like, am I a horrible person because I'm already laughing?
Well, I mean, it ain't fun. I mean, it's kind of yeah, it's kind of fun. It ain't funny. Like, let me.
I don't want to say that. Like,
Look,
I
when
can't
people die,
help
it's
it.
not funny, dude. It's really
But
not,
the
man.
memes that come,
But the
like,
memes are fucking
they're
funny,
good.
dude.
Chuck Norris jokes.
Oh my god. Dude. So hold on, I just had to put Monique on
totally
yesterday.
sidetracked.
She didn't know what Chuck Norris. She was like, "What? She was like, "Fucking, what's so special about Chuck Norris?" I was like, hit her with the Chuck Norris slap. Pow!
Stupid.
And I didn't even move.
That would be a Chuck Norris joke. Dude, I had no idea that was a thing. And dude, I was laughing so hard.
Can you guys
at some of
fucking let
these.
her know about Chuck Norris?
Okay, the only reason I know what Chuck Norris is because my grandma used to watch Texas Ranger or whatever it was. I hated that show. So, and I did not like Chuck Norris. So I've never followed him. I didn't realize he was a big deal.
Right. She never liked Chuck Norris.
I was dying at these jokes. People are really, really good at that. Oh, that was so hilarious. I wanted to pee my pants.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh,
Shout out to everybody tapping in, man. We really, really do appreciate you. Make sure you're checking us out, man. We live every Monday and Friday in this motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Monique was on the Chuck Norris jokes last night. That shit's crazy. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, I couldn't help it. Like, I did not know. Like, hopefully. Like, what do you see 2 hours down in the ocean? Like, what is it really dark at that point? You know, like, how dark is it?
Why would you want to go see this, dude? I mean, I get it. It's history. You know what I'm saying? But that's rich people shit, man. That's rich people shit.
I ain't going on that. Would you? Okay, so like in 47 meters down, they like basically hit the bottom. Would you go and shark explore? Do a shark exploration?
Now let me ask you: do you think what happened in 40? Because if you descend too fast, right, you're going to
you'll hurt your. Yeah.
Do you think that happened to them? Because at some point, their Logitech controller lost fucking control.
Yeah.
At how far?
An hour and 40 something
An
minutes.
hour and 40 seconds. So they still
imploded.
Okay. Already imploded
yes.
like that?
That's
no,
what
they're just trying to make you guys feel better.
No.
So they was going to implode anyways.
That's what I said. Oh my God. I said that earlier. I was like, they were going to implode anyways. It didn't matter if they had $1 million controller or $1 controller. They were going to implode because that's why it lost contact, not because it's known for losing contact. That's like why it's so cheap.
Dude, hey, let me tell you, if you got stocks in Logitech, pull out now. Pull out.
Spend the $90 or whatever it is to buy the.
If you got shares in Logitech, pull out now. Fuck. Shit.
But so that's what I said earlier. The controller, yes, it was very important. Had the trip been successful,
Logitech's going out of business tomorrow, dude.
I wonder what their shares are at.
Or it's gonna help them.
I don't know.
Or everybody's going.
Why am I gonna buy it?
This is why. I'm gonna tell you why people are gonna buy it. Because you have people out here that want to solve the mystery. So they're going to go buy a Logitech and they're going to hook it up to a device and they're going to see if it fucking disconnects or unconnects or connects. And they're going to fucking like, this is, they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, it's either going to help them or it's going to boost the sales.
But that's what I'm saying. They already...
There's a big chance it's going to boost the sales.
They already...
Matter of fact, don't pull out yet. Hold on.
They already imploded. The matter of the controller is irrelevant. Like I said, $1 million or $1. They
the resurrection
died.
now, GB
Either
double.
Way.
Check them out.
I'm sorry to say it so bluntly. That's what happened. They imploded and died. That was going to happen whether or not the remote control worked. Like I said, if the mission was successful or a trip, however you want to word it, was successful, then yes, the remote is very vital to the success of this trip. They imploded.
Yes, dude. But they
imploded. It didn't matter.
They should have wore aluminum foil hats.
They're not getting. It's not an alien attack.
You don't know. We don't know. They're gonna send another submarine to see this submarine. Watch. We're so dumb as humans that we're gonna fucking send other ships to go look at that wreckage. Like, so, this is.
I'm sorry. There are people legit asking, like, why is there no body remains? Like, what part of implosion do you not understand?
Yo,
there's nothing left.
And also, like, there's a lot of people who died on the Titanic, right?
Yeah.
And what's the trip is that because of the salt and the depths and the coldness and the no light, bodies will fucking like disintegrate way faster. And the only things that won't,
well, they're gonna get eaten.
Is the shoes, right? And then so what happens is, oh, excuse me, you have a bunch of shoes at the bottom of the ocean. Where they just
true.
Yes, it's true. Look, man, Google me, mother. Shit.
Yeah, I do agree with Ray Giggs. It was instant, and that's what, like I was saying earlier, like, or would you rather die? What is it? I guess it would be technically asphyxiation because of they would lose oxygen and die, or instant implosion. I'm gonna go with implosion. Like, that's my choice.
Yeah, implosion's real.
Was that your choice though? Lack of oxygen or implosion. I hope you choose implosion instead of a slow, probably horrible death.
That's crazy. We're gonna have to figure out how to implode smoke, right? Like, we're done inhaling. We want to not exhale. We want to implode it.
Oh my god!
Poof.
That's not gonna
hit you one time and evaporate your ass. Mm-hmm. Shout out to everybody tapping. Illa jokes in the comments. Make sure you're checking him out. He got the new shit, Ratchet. His new documentary out now on YouTube. Ill jokes. This shit's hilarious. Make sure you're checking out Ray Giggs, man. This shit is fucking wild, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna say that these guys ain't dead. I'm gonna just go ahead and I don't know. I'm gonna say
on that, like an island.
I think I don't know.
Did they like scuba dive away? There was an escape vessel.
You're telling me that out of all these billionaires, none of them had an advisor that was like, nah, bro, nah, don't do this, right? None of them, right? None of them out of all five. Nobody
was like, no.
Said, hey, yo, bro, you know how many billions you have? It might not be a good idea for you to go down there right now. We have a meeting tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody told them not to. Like, this, it just.
There had to be.
It's just too easy, man. Like, it's just too easy to believe. You know what I'm saying? It's just too easy. I don't know. I don't know if I'm tripping, but it's just too easy, dude. Like, 5 billionaires in one area dying? Come on. That's never happened.
4.25.
That's only happened one time, and it happened right there where they was at the Titanic.
In international waters.
In international waters. That's crazy, dude. That's fucking insane, dude.
Which is right off the coast of Canada.
Right.
I still am so confused how there's icebergs right there. I don't.
We're still confused on how close they was, man. Look at that.
I can't get over that.
Where's it at?
All.
Where's it
at?
I
don't know where you put it.
Here it goes. Oh.
I don't know where you put the image.
Here, I got it right here. I'll find it for you right here.
But it's just I don't, like I said, I envisioned it to be more in the middle of the ocean.
It was right there, y'all.
Like where the mouse is where I envisioned it.
It was right there. Look. Boston's right here.
Titanic.
The Titanic sink right there.
That's 900 nautical miles. I don't know what a nautical mile is. It's closer to here.
Look at St. John's. Everybody could have shelter. St. John's shelter is right there, dude. Everybody could fucking got clothes, shoes, food. St. John's right there. I'm sure they would have took them all in, right?
That's what I'm saying. I don't. Is it really iceberg weather right there?
I don't know. Yes,
What's
but it's
a
out there though.
What's a
That's out
nautical
there.
mile?
This don't look far, but it is.
It's far.
This is America. Like that, yeah. That's far. That's far. You can't swim that. It's far
no,
enough.
you cannot swim that. I mean, it's far enough to obviously you're gonna be dead either way.
It looks like a jet ski, like a jet boat could get there in like fucking 20
But
minutes.
like where the end, so where it says tour
they
departure,
didn't have jet boats back then. I was like,
where it says tour departure site, where like the end of one of the like top or bottom of the box, that's where to me I envision the Titanic to sink in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like to me that's so close to land, but I don't know realistically that could be days of a, you know.
it's the North Atlantic Ocean, dude. Look at that. It's
that's
right there.
why
That's
I said
crazy.
everything about this is. I mean,
I was like, are you sure that's where it wrecked? Like, dude, they never said that before.
that was on. I've never looked to say.
You're telling me that the U.S. Coast Guard couldn't get there?
So okay,
All right.
no, it's not that they couldn't get there. They don't have the vessels to get down there.
Shout out to Skis. He's a fucking genius in the fucking comments. He said 1.15 miles is a nautical mile. All right, how many nautical miles was it? A lot?
370.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot more.
That's a lot. So it was like 800 miles.
It was more than 370. So 900 is quite a lot.
That's still a lot. Sus.
Okay,
See, sus.
never mind.
Hell yeah.
It is very sus. I would agree with that because, like you said earlier, 5 billionaires just all like, oh fuck it, we're
I think they all hit the bunker. There's like what China's talking about hitting the what button and this button. Like yo, we out of here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's possible, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Look, he's with the math. That motherfucker got his he got his Logitech controller out.
What's the 900 one?
He got his Logitech
How many
calculator out.
How many miles is 900 nautical miles?
684.2. Hell yeah.
685.24 miles. That's a lot. But either way, that's not where I envision Titanic to be. Whether it's 3 miles or 3,000 miles. I mean, that's a whole. I just envisioned it like 3,000 miles away. But I guess it wasn't.
Yeah, that's just fucking crazy as fuck,
It still hurts my head.
Shout out to everybody, man. We appreciate you. We live every Monday
What's a kilometer?
and Friday. Oh my God, you guys gonna fuck her up. Y'all know she don't know what north, east, and south and west is.
I kind of have an
Y'all
idea. And conversions are not my thing. If you ask me how many
y'all gonna get her
quarts
lost
in a gallon, like fuck, I'm googling.
She gonna be walking around here talking about where's my compass.
No, I can't convert. So
shout out to you guys, man. We appreciate you. Make sure you're checking us out Monday, Friday, 8 o'clock. If it ain't 8 o'clock, it's gonna be like 8:15ish. But we in here, man. We live. What you got, Monique? You got anything?
no, happy weekend. We're debating on taking pickles out.
Right. If you guys in the
Enjoy
Bay
your
Area
weekend.
tomorrow, man, come tap in with us at the beach. We'll have our pigs with us, creating a muck,
Maybe.
possibly. So, yeah. Happy Friday. Make sure you're checking me out. Official Smokers Lounge Podcast on Instagram. Smokers Lounge Podcast on all streaming platforms. If you'd like to make a donation, man, you can always hit the Cash App right there. We really do appreciate it if you like the content that we're doing. Shout out to our sponsors one more time, too, man. Give them a round of applause.
Thanks, guys.
They're amazing. Each and every one of them have something unique to offer. They're all from the Central Valley, man. Make sure you're checking them out. We appreciate it. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to you guys for always fucking with us. Shout out to Monique. Shout out to Luis and Joey. They're not here tonight, man, but they constantly grinding, doing the thing, man. Smokers Lounge Podcast. We out this bitch.
Bye, guys.
Woke up this morning, I need me an ounce. Then I had to make the call to Smokers Lounge. Shit, it said slide through, we blowing a pound. I said I'm on my way now, it's going down. Then I pulled up, shit was way too loud. Zigzags everywhere, ain't no backing out. So high up in the sky, ain't no coming down. That's how I feel when you come to the Smokers Lounge.
1 joint, 2 joints, 3 joints, 4. I can't get enough, I need to roll some more. 1 joint, 2 joints, 3 joints, 4. I can't get enough, I need to roll some more.
At the Smokers Lounge.
Roll up, get high.
At the Smokers Lounge.
Get high, roll
At
up.
the Smokers Lounge.
Roll up, get
At
high.
the Smokers Lounge.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.